Hey guys, in today's video we're going to just go over the top 3 Scrim discords with good practice, and potentially finding good teammates for NA East. Alright, and I'm just going to get into it right now. So, I'll also have the invites in the description below so that you can click on them and you can join them as well. Alright, and with FNCS going on right now, you know, this is a really good time to get into these Scrim discords so that you can practice with your duo and potentially even find, you know, a better duo or to find a perfect teammate. All right, so the first one that we're gonna go over is Elite Fort. Now, Elite Fort is probably the smallest out of all 3, but the reason why I'm putting it here in this video is because of just how solid you'll find like the players are. So like you'll be able to find really good teammates here, and you won't end up with like, you know, any, you know, people that lie about their PR or lie about their placements. Here you'll actually find solidly good teammates because it's so small and it's kind of like isolated that only really good players like or people that have been in the comp scene for a while have found it. And that's why it's really solid for this FNCS, since you only need to find one player since it's duo FNCS, and you'll be able to just dominate the competition. It has also some decent ladders, although they haven't been hosting recently, but it's a very solid pick. You know, you'll be able to find really good teammates. Now this one you're probably all in already, but this one's East Open. Now East Open is the biggest of all 3 that I'm going to be talking about today. But the reason why this one here is because it by far has the most amount of players, right? It's been around the longest. As you can see, it has some ladders, you know, it has your solo, your duo, and even your trio scrims. But the biggest thing that I want to sort of talk about is just how many players you'll be able to get here. And what this means is that if you're a beginner or if you're a pro, you'll find a teammate here for you. And also they have a lot of scrims, so at any time of the day you should be able to practice. But now my personal favorite is actually Kungarna East scrims. And now it's my personal favorite because even though it doesn't have like the player base of East Open, and it doesn't really have like the, you know, like the best players like it does in Elite Fort, what's incredibly good with Kungarna and what I really like what they're doing is, like, if you go over to their ladder announcements, now these are ladders, these aren't scrims. If anything, they're better because these are like real practice. This is real practice in ladders, right? They give out money and they actually have tournaments here. And what I love about Kungarna is the frequency of just how often they'll host ladders. I mean, like, sometimes it's like twice a week, even 3 times a week. They'll give like actual like $500 or, you know, 1,000 sometimes, and they'll partner up with all these other, you know, companies. Like one time they did rematch.gg. I know that's not around anymore, but they'll have all these different people that they just sort of partner up with, and it allows them to like have incredible practice, and it lets them have like these good prize pools for like sometimes, like I said, weekly tournaments. But also it's big enough that you'll be able to find good teammates, and most importantly, it's big enough that they have ongoing scrims, probably even more than East Open. So it's a really solid one. If I was gonna check out any one of the 3, I would probably go for Kungarna, just because they're very friendly to like beginners, but also because they have the most scrims and the most ladders by far. And that is the top 3 Scrim discords for NA East for Chapter 3 Season 2. So hopefully you'll be able to practice, find a good teammate, and you'll be ready for FNCS.